Okay, this has got to stop. I have been watching so many different morning routines and daily habit videos here on YouTube. I love them, they're so inspiring, but where are the actual doable habits that we as busy moms can actually make time for in a day? As you guys know, we don't have a lot of time to ourselves, and so I decided I am going to be making that video, and so I really hope that you find this helpful. My name is Megan Fox. If you're new to my channel, I am a Mennonite mom living here in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, mom of 2 kids, and you can find all kinds of videos about my lifestyle here on YouTube. But I don't want to waste your time, so let's jump right into this. I'm going to share with you 7 habits that I feel make me a highly effective housewife. And yes, that is a play on words for the whole book. 7 habits of a highly effective person. These are just actual doable things that I hope you can add to your life. And even adding just one of these into your life, I hope benefits you in some way. Also, make sure you stick around for the last one because it's probably gonna be debated a little bit, which is fine with me, but it's something that I do every day. Let's get into this. So we're gonna go over the first few pretty quickly because I've already made morning routine videos in the past, but something that I do every day is I always get dressed, comb my hair, and do my skincare. So I'm kind of lumped those all together into one. It's kind of part of my morning routine and I make sure to never skip it. I do this in the morning before my kids are up, but I've already been known to sleep in and then just do it even while my kids are there doing my skincare and combing my hair. It's fine. Everybody's in a different stage of life, so just do what works for you. But I highly recommend that you try this for at least a week and see what you think. Getting dressed just makes me feel way more productive, and I'm a big advocate for treating motherhood like a job, so you might as well dress for it. Also, I never skip my skincare morning and evening, and I am using a new system right now, and if I end up liking it, I will definitely share it with you all. And I always comb my hair, get it up out of my face, and cover it. That's a whole nother video, but you can find that here up in the cards. No shade to you mamas who can get things done without combing your hair. In fact, I kind of admire you guys, but that is not me. And I definitely think you should try it and see if it boosts your mood and improves your productivity. A new habit that I have been very faithfully doing this year is having my devotions in the morning, and I am going through the Bible recap. It is a Bible reading plan that you can find in the YouVersion Bible app, and basically if you stick with it, you will read through the whole Bible in 1 year. And the great thing is you can start it today if you want. You don't have to wait till the next January 1st. You can pick it up and start and check it off your list each day. And I found that it really doesn't take me much time at all. I thought it would be like a big lifestyle change trying to read through the Bible in a year, but honestly, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm definitely seeing the benefits already. I'm finding it really interesting, even though I'm only in Exodus at the moment. And after I read the portion, I always go into the Bible Recap podcast. You can find that anywhere on any of your podcast apps. And I listen to it as I'm doing my skincare and getting ready for the day. So it's a system that's working really well for me, and I highly recommend it if you are a Christian like myself. Okay, you are now going to see footage from my day, and you're gonna probably notice that I have an earbud in for some of these shots, and this is something that I do daily. It is hard as moms to carve out time for personal development and learning, but I have found that listening to podcasts, audiobooks, even an audio Bible while I'm working is a great way to add in some personal development in my day. And I don't do this all the time because I still want to interact with my kids, but you can bet if I'm in a quiet room doing a mundane task, I'm definitely listening to something. Another great way to squeeze in some personal development as a busy mom is taking advantages of platforms like Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community, and on this website you can find all kinds of classes about different interests and hobbies and even life skills that you'd like to learn. And I just find that this is a great way to personally develop myself. I've been recently taking a class on improving my thumbnails. I don't know if you guys have noticed. And there's all kinds of cooking skill videos on there, home decor stuff, even sewing. Some of you guys are into sewing. There's great sewing tutorials on there for even beginners. And it's just a great way to enrich your life. Skillshare is easy to work into your life as a stay-at-home mom. You can listen to it, watch it, take the classes piece by piece or in one big chunk. It is so important not to just be stuck in a rut and just say, I'm a mom, I'll learn when I'm older. Our brains need to be pushed and developed. I was a school teacher, can you tell? And yeah, I feel like Skillshare is a great way to learn some new skills. Skillshare is sponsoring today's video. So right now, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click on my link in the description box are going to get a free trial of their premium membership. You could explore new skills, deepen your existing passions, and get lost in creativity. So I've been able to offer this before, but I don't know if this is gonna be the last time. So definitely take advantage of that down below if you have not, and let me know which classes you guys enjoy. Another small habit that I do all throughout the day, and you knew it was gonna show up, I'm sure, but this is something that I am known for among my friends, and it's something that I've developed ever since I was a school teacher, and that is to always be drinking water. But the habit that I'd like you to try, if you're not a great water drinker, is to just get a water cup that you like, find the perfect one for you. For me, I personally found that one that is insulated really well and also has a straw so you don't have to tip it up to your mouth is the best option, and I have tried so many. This water bottle here is almost perfect, I would say. I got it at Target. The only way I'd improve it is make it even bigger, but that's fine. It fits in my cup holder, and so it's pretty much perfect. And the blush pink color makes me like to see it sitting on my counter, because that is the actual tip. Use that water cup all throughout the day and just carry it with you wherever you go. It's always there when you're ready for a sip, even like now. And just seeing it visually there is a reminder to drink water, and it just happens without you even trying. This is not even a habit that I have to work on anymore because I just do it naturally. Another great way to jazz up drinking water is to throw a fruity herbal tea bag right into your icy water, and it will very slowly diffuse into the cold water throughout the day. You can even do this for your kids as well. Just make sure that the tea you have does not have caffeine in it. And this is a habit that I'm hoping to instill in my kids at a young age. They have their sippy cups or water cups all throughout the day. We don't go through tons of cups. When I'm loading the dishwasher, it's mostly plates because we're using our water bottles and sippy cups. And yeah, this is a time-saving hack as well as a health one. Another habit that I do every day, and I worked really hard to get this ingrained in me, but if you have a house, it is hard to keep it picked up all the time. And I've learned that if I just focus on surfaces, it does wonders for my mental health, and the house feels clean even when it really probably isn't. And when I say surfaces, I'm mostly thinking countertops and your floors. So our house was built in the 70s, and it has this granite countertop that I may not totally love, but that's okay. I realized that I was ruining it with a vinegar-based cleaner. So here I made my own DIY granite cleaner using 1/4 of a cup of 70% alcohol, also 3/4 of a cup of water, and a teaspoon of dish soap. And you shake that up, it looks really pretty and bubbly, and you just spray that on your countertops. Don't go overboard on the soap. My first batch, I thought more is better, and it left all kinds of soapy scum on my countertops, so a teaspoon is perfectly fine. And then I just spray my countertops down throughout the day, usually morning and evening, or whenever I've been cooking or making a meal. And this is something you can get your kids to help with if they can reach. And then I also learned to not save the floors for when they're a real mess. If you just do it throughout the day, it keeps things picked up. You're not stepping on things and they're sticking to your socks. Oh, I hate that so much. And getting a stick vacuum has been a life changer. I got the Shark Ion Duo Clean about 2 years ago. I'm sure there's all kinds of new products out there. This one works great, but get yourself some kind of stick vacuum that you can easily pull out and get to work, and it's not an event to vacuum. It's just like a 2-minute thing you do a couple times a day. Okay, this next tip is something that I started about a year ago, and it's definitely one that I want to stick with, and I think your whole family will be happier if you do it, and that is when your children interrupt you while you're working and say that they want to play, just stop and do something with them for a little bit, and then you can go right back to your work again. Now, your kids need to learn to hear no sometimes. I'm not saying every single time, but my 3-year-old, when she says, hey, mommy, can you color with me? Or mommy, can you read me a book? I will try to stop within reason in the next 30 seconds to a minute and just do a little something with her and then go back to work again, rather than making it a big event again and be like, okay, when all the work is done for the day, right before nap time, we'll play for an hour or half an hour or whatever. That can be really exhausting to play with your kids for like an hour straight, and I know some of you do it, and I'm in awe. That just feels so long to me. So I like to break it up throughout the day and just quickly buzz over, and if they ask me to help, I'll color. And if they want me to be involved with making their blanket forts or coloring or whatever, I'm glad to join in for just a little bit, and then I'll say, okay, mommy needs to go back to work. It's a great way to foster independent play, but also like have some fun yourself too, right? Us adults need breaks from our work too, even though if it doesn't always feel like something fun to us, it'll make us all happier in the end. So try it and let me know what you think. Stopping in small increments throughout the day and just spending 2 or 3 minutes with your kids. Okay, on to the last one. And some of you are gonna dig your heels in here, I can tell already. But this is by far my favorite habit, and I didn't realize it was a habit until I sat down to write this list. And I'm like, this is something that I do every day, and I think it's a huge contributor to us keeping our sanity. And that is, we leave the house. Every day we leave the house, and in the times we're in, that can look very different for some of us, and in the stage of life we're in, that can look very different for some of us. So even if it's not like a social thing, we're at least getting out of the house, going on a walk, running errands, going for groceries, checking out a new store, playing at the park, even just walking up and down your driveway, going to a nearby park. Just bundle those kids up and get out the door. It'll be good for you and for them. And some people say that getting packed up and going out the door is just not worth it for once you're outside, but I would love for you to try this for a week to 2 weeks and see what you think. Just getting out of the house, a great time is right after lunch for a short little outing, or maybe mid-morning, 11:30 or something. Go outside or make the grocery store like an event. My kids love the one grocery store near us that still has their car carts available, and they have a singing cow on their wall, some chickens that they can watch, and there's even a little miniature suspended railroad up at the ceiling, and they love to watch that go round and round. Just something to get out of the house. It doesn't cost us any money except for the groceries that we needed to get anyway, and it's just a nice reset. Now granted, every day is not that glamorous. Some days it's just literally going on a walk or dropping donations off at a thrift store nearby. My one friend, she really enjoys going through the drive-thru with her kids on days where she feels like they need a break, so that's another option for some of you. But I highly encourage you to try it. If you feel like you're just not being a good mom or you're feeling irritable, a change of pace is always good for everyone. So if you disagree, I understand, but don't knock until you tried it. Bundling all the kids up and strapping them in the car, it just becomes routine. It's not a big deal, I can promise you, and it doesn't get any easier the older they get, if that's what you're telling yourself, like, oh, well, when the baby's 1 or 2 or whatever. Honestly, it's just as hard no matter what the age is. I mean, I have toddlers right now, and I'm sure it will get easier now from this point on, but toddler versus baby, it's still a lot of work. So create a routine, keep your stuff by the door so you're ready to pop on the coat, shoes, hats, beanies, whatever they're gonna need depending on the time of year, and things will go a lot more smoothly. So there you have it, my 7 habits for highly effective housekeepers, mothers, whatever you want to call it. I hope that you found this helpful, and I hope that you apply 1 or 2 of these in the next week or 2. Also, leave down below any that I did not mention that you really enjoy doing. One thing I didn't talk about too much was my planning. I always have my planner, and I do that daily. Although I decided not to include it because it doesn't end up happening every day all the time, depending what's on my schedule. but I could definitely talk about that in a future video if you want to know more details. Also, like I was saying and totally got sidetracked, leave down below in the comments something that you do on the daily, and I will pick one of your habits and try it out myself, and I will report back in my Instagram stories and let you know how it goes. So thank you guys all for watching. Click that subscribe button and the bell right beside it. To subscribe, it actually takes 3 steps. Subscribe, bell button, all. That way you know that every video is gonna pop up when I have a new one for you, which is every Thursday. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. It was great chatting with you all today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.